characters, and he's got some cool setups. So now we got Aether and Smerky, Zero Suit Dittos.
Oh, this is gonna be so much jumping.
So some background knowledge about this. So they were just playing a few minutes ago, and then I told Smerky to get out of the way. I wanted to help Aether to warm up. And again, I think Aether is the type of player who plays super well when he's just not worrying about it. The minute he put pressures on himself, he tanks. And right now, his mentality is probably something like, oh, Smerky's better than me, blah, 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 and then he's going to probably tank this match, even though I feel like he could win.
He very much could win.
Ooh, very close punish there.
But I can definitely relate to that. It's your mental fragility in tournaments, and it's only something you get from going to tournaments and placing, regardless of how well you
do that. Yeah, you just have to get over it and realize that it's not Aether. Again, he's going off the stage, going for these just random
punishes.
Edge guards. They're not even really punishes. He's just kind of throwing out hitboxes. He and I were playing the other day, and I play Fox. I was working on spacing my back air against Shield, making it safe on Shield on a short hop back air. And the timing's kind of weird, but I was just jumping and throwing out hitboxes, expecting it to hit. And then I realized, oh, I actually need to throw this hitbox and try and hit you. The minute I did that, I was doing it 99% of the time.
Yeah, instead of just kind of spitballing throws and hope something hits.
Something that Best Ness once told me that I've tried to practice is always throw out a hitbox with purpose. You're not trying to just throw something out, generally speaking. Now, that's not always 100% true, but I mean, Aether, he ran off the stage and just kind of threw a back air without even Smerky being near him. So, I mean, that's just something that all players need to work on, but especially like at this kind of skill level.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think going off of this matchup, it's very even right now. Aether is doing a great job, but Smerky, top 10 on PR with his Zero Suit, but I feel like this is also something where like Smerky might have a better knowledge of the Ditto, but he might not have a knowledge of the Ditto at a skill level such as this.
Yes.
Because there's not very many Zero Suit players in Utah, at least where we're in our kind of area.
Yeah.
I can only think of Smerky and Aether, and I can't really think of any others.
Not off the top of my head, no.
No, so these might be like the only few Zero Suits that I could tell you about. I mean, there might be some of other words.
So he's operating.
He's
operating off of the fundamentals of the Zero Suit character rather than against the skill of a pro-level player using them per se.
A lot of top players would be like, you know, it eventually comes down to Larry Lurr versus Void rather than Fox versus Sheik.
Yeah, you're not playing the character, you're playing the player.
You're playing each other, and I think in this case, and especially in Smash 4,
in
this case, I feel like Aether is still trying to play this as Zero Suit versus Zero Suit instead of Aether versus Smerky. And I don't know.
Because at that point, if you use it, Zero Suit versus Zero Suit, you're only going to be capitalizing on the mistakes that are glaringly obvious to you. If you understand the player and their strategy enough, you start to get in there, you will wear down their mental fragility like no one's business. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that in top 8 streams with Smash Bros. Melee, Smash Bros. Brawl, Project M, and Smash 4 in tournaments like Apex, Evo, etc.
I'm going to be right back. Sorry, I had a thought.
No, go for it.
So like I was saying before, I play with Aether all the time. We're kind of training partners.
Yeah.
And one time I was playing, and I was like, dude, you just need to like something to focus on when you play. I handed him my headphones, and I put on the soundtrack of Doom, 2016 Doom, heavy metal and stuff.
Yeah,
he started to play super well. I have the soundtrack on my phone. I was about to go give him my phone to him. I was going to say, here, play with this music, because I think it can help him. But hey, Bellsworth, it's one Smerky's favor.
Yeah, as I was saying before, I can't tell you how many times I've seen it on streams like at Apex, Evo.
Another unfortunate SD. He's doing that a lot. That's like I said. That's his caveat. And he needs to work on that.
But you can beat someone's character to high heavens, but the moment you start beating their strategy is when their mental stability just goes to zero.
Oh yeah, when you start outplaying the player. A lot of people will say this about Melee. Melee is a very technical game. And when you play Melee, you're playing Melee to win. You're playing the technicality of the game. Whereas I feel like in Smash... Oh, he had the tether, but then held down.
Yep.
Because he was afraid of getting punished. He was making such mistakes. But anyways, Yeah, so Melee is very technical. When you play Melee, it's because you're playing Melee good. You're playing the system well. I feel like in Smash 4, it's because you're playing against your opponent better. I feel like...
it's more mentally based rather than...
I would say that this is more like chess.
Yes.
Whereas Melee is more like basketball.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're playing the system of basketball a bit better, a bit quicker. Where in this game, it's very much slower than Melee, and you're playing
it's more methodical.
That's the word I was about to use.
I mean, it's true though. When you see characters, you can see characters directly reflect the thought process that their players are going through in real time.
Yeah,
you can see that a lot more clearly in Smash 4 than you can in Melee, in my opinion. Because with Melee, there are so many. Oh my gosh!
So Aether, I'll explain what happened. So Aether went for a down air on Smerky, hoping to spike him off the stage, or at least put on some damage and a free punish opportunity because Smerky went for his up special, and then just missed the corner of the stage and SD'd again.
You have to use the blast zone.
He's played, let's see, 3, 4, 5 games. He's SD'd once on each of them, I think. That is so...
That seems to be the theme of the night. There have been so many games on stream wherein it has ended in SD after SD after SD.
The forward smash not quite going to take the stock. But again, Aether, he's going off the stage just trying to... I'm going to make sure he watches these few matches and tell him, dude, please, stop going off the stage to edgeguard when it's not going to work.
This is what you're doing? Stop it.
I've been as a Fox, I just will hold shield on the wait for an option, and he should start doing some of the same things. Because when you're edgeguarding, sometimes you've got 4 or 5 different strategies you can use, and you can mix those different strategies up, and if one of them will eventually work.
Yeah.
When you edgeguard, you can't always just try and run off the stage and hit somebody, or just stand there and shield. Like sometimes you got to stand further away from the ledge. Sometimes you got to stand right at the ledge. Sometimes you do want to go off. Sometimes you should be jumping and throwing out back airs to say, hey, don't jump. I'll hit you with a back air, and then force them to roll on or something like that.
Yeah, it's you've got option coverage to a superlative degree once you start doing that.
Yeah.
And it feels like Aether is simply reacting to react.
Instead of reacting with anticipation, because when you edgeguard, you can't just most of the time, like you shouldn't be. Oh, I'm gonna, predict his standing up, and then he rolls on, and then you get disappointed. Like you have to put yourself in a position to have good option coverage. So, like I said with Fox, I like to stand at the ledge and hold shield.
Oh,
dang it!
That'll be it.
Oof.
Smerky going 3-0 against Aether.
Well, Aether holding that loss really well at least, but I don't know. I'm gonna talk to